Alright, this is Gray from Team Vice interviewing Austin. And what were you playing?
I was playing Kozmo, the greatest.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Anyway, so what was your record, and let's get on.
I went 9-3. My rank was 33.
You mean X3?
X3.
X3 out of 9 rounds.
Yeah, it's, whatever. I say 9-3. I like being optimistic. No, 6-3. Sorry. I was ranked 33. I think that was the highest in our group.
Indeed.
Playing like the most shittiest version in the world. Not really. It was actually pretty decent. Okay.
But yeah, let's go on.
It was at the Arlington Regionals, and we'll start out with the 310 can. This is like the heart and soul currently with the deck.
Why would you ever play anything less?
Yeah, it's Farm Girl got cut down. Sorry, Farm. And this is most decks now are revolving around this instead of Farm
because
Girl.
It's better search.
Yep, and you'll see probably more of the Oasis and Call of the Haunted build, which I did not play. The Oasis part, I don't play the Oasis. Okay. The next one is the 1 Strawman. Strawman just sets up your plays, and it's your value card. That's why you only run it at 1. You don't want to see it. You only see it when you want to see it. And I wouldn't boost it up for anything. Soar. Same for the same reason. It's your late game for Psychics, and it's another value card since you're playing off the grave more with Tin Can. And that's like another card that works well with the Call.
It's also utility.
Yeah, that too. Okay, now we got the 2 Farm Girls. They're still good. I got her effect off in almost every single game except against Peke, because Peke is terrible.
You mean Draco Pals? It's not Pepe anymore, it's Draco Pals.
No, Peke. Sorry.
Peke. Phantom Knights, okay.
I got it off Draco Pals, that's easy. And it's just like, it's a good card, and it's one of your names that you need in the deck. And then the 1 Good Witch and the 1 Wicked Witch.
Why only 1 of each, not 2 of either?
The Wicked, okay, I'll go with the Wicked first. It's only good as a 1 of because you had to pay 1,000 for its effect to keep it alive, and and the stats is alright. And the reason why you don't play Good Witch more than 1 is because paying 500 for Book of Moon's only good against certain decks. And if you want to run a second one, you can, but I recommend not to because they will get cloggy. Because you want to see your Tin Can more than anything.
There are also other names for Tin Can.
Yes, but you're probably running more ships.
Probably,
yeah. It depends what how many ship counts you are.
Yep, alright.
Okay, now we're going to go on with ships. We got the 2 Slip Rider. And the reason I run 2 is because I run 2 Twin Twisters, so that's enough of the spell destruction.
It's enough back row removal. You don't need the 3rd.
Yeah. And normally I would probably slide the 3rd instead of the Dark Hole, but I like Dark Hole a bit more. And you'll see that later on. The 1 Dogfighter, I was really the only Kozmo that run the Dogfighter at that regionals.
How did it perform?
It performed pretty good. It won me about 4 matches just sitting on him with a million tokens, and it gives me tribute fodder for the big ships if I can't summon them through that. And it's just a good stall out card, and it helps you get value and pressure.
It's a level 6, right?
It's a level 6.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can summon out Slip Rider with it.
Correct. That's another good reason. We got the 2 Forerunner. I was running 1.
Move them over to your right a little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. I run 2 Forerunner. I was running 1, but I took out the 2nd Slip Rider, put it in another big ship, and it's another name for 10 to have the actual one, and it also puts a lot of pressure out, and it can summon Dog and Slip. Now we got the 3.
Go on.
Now we got the 3 Big Daddies.
Best card in the deck?
Yeah, you must run this at 3. If you're not, it might change with the new monster that's coming out. The Dark Planet will probably be like a level 10 or something. And it depends how good that card is to cut maybe 1.
Yeah, it might replace a Dark Destroyer.
Yep. And then we run the 1 Dark Eclipsar. I feel like this is the weakest ship. I never got his effect off once, besides the Graveyard effect. I got that off 1 time, but it's just another name really, and it's just like...
It's another name, and it's a big beater for free.
That's really it. You don't ever use it. You might use it against Rogue a bit more, for they're back row heavy, but it's not that
If you're at top tables, there won't be any Rogue.
Yeah, there won't be a Rogue. It didn't do shit in top tables, I will say that. Okay, we got the hand traps. I run 2 Valor and 2 Maxi. And the reason I run 2 and 2 is because I have enough removal from these. I just want to make my opponent not do much on their turn. And I want to get myself OTK in a Dweller.
Yeah, and then Valors also really help against Monarchs, stopping them from getting their plays at all.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going off the spells. You have to run the 3 Town, because Town is broken, and it's probably the best spell. And I will say that they need either another good spell or another good trap, because this can't carry you even as hard as it can.
Yeah.
And for siding out, I always side out 1 for most matchups. Again, except against the mirror. You must have 3 against the mirror. Okay. And the next 3, the E-Telly. Why do you have to run E-Telly?
Because it's E-Telly.
Well,
you have like a 9 psychics, so it's just a good card.
Yeah, it's a good card, and it's for your 10k in phase, where they can't stop it.
Yep.
Which is dumb. I always thought that it would get banished immediately, but
nope.
Okay. Now I got the 2 instant for the 2 for making rank 5s easy, and helps with rank 4s in the late game.
Easy access to infinity, and then also easy dwellers or castels if you need it, right?
Yeah. I never use Castel, but I use Dweller more.
I mean, it's there to have it.
The 2 twins. I didn't want to go against a lot of back rows since I didn't have Solemn Strikes, and it helps against the PK matchup a lot, killing their Fog Blades and shit. Even though they still have stuff in the graveyard, but the initial thing, it helped a lot. And it stuffs up my graveyard too.
It can also hit scales.
Yeah. And then we have the 1 Dark Hole and the 1 Regeki. When Regeki, I sign the second Dark Hole. I want to clear fields so I can OTK them, and it just helps me get back in the game. Okay, on the traps. I want to run 6 traps. The 2 Kozmo. This card was MVP against the Monarch matchup, and against the Mirror. It just helps getting rid of the ships, and the Monarchs, it just helps getting rid of their big ones. And the trap card, since it can banish graveyard. Don't forget about that. I wish I'd seen a bit more against PK. I never really saw against them, and I cried a bit because it killed future. But would I bump this up to 3? Maybe, depending on how I run the bill in the future. The 2 call. Like I said, call on is needed since you're running Tinkin at 3 and that's your big play. I might put in 2 Oasis to make that play even better. And I was talking to a couple people, and they were running 3 and 3, calling Oasis, and it worked well. And I think it's just a good card, and it helps out with your plays. I run 1 Bombs and 1 Solemn. Bombs is for Reflegia, and Solemn is just Solemn, and it helps against your Pendulum matchups. Okay,
Alright, onto the extra deck. Is there any card in your main deck you would consider putting down to 1 or bumping up to 2 or 3?
Let me think about that. Putting the 1, I might put Forerunner 1 in the future, but that depends on what we get from the next set. I consider taking out Soar. It didn't really do much. It helped me maybe I got off the effect like twice in the entire time, and it was just meh. I might take out the Solomon Balmas for the 2 Oasis. You don't need them, they're just more tech card choices. And maybe taking out Dark Hole in the future as well. It depends on what we get and how it's going.
Alright, so let's go on to extra now.
Yeah. Get the extra now. Oops. Okay, we got the 2 fusions, Norden and Panzer.
Upside down.
Oops.
Other way.
My bad. Norden and Panzer. Norden's just good to get your either Wicked or other card in the graveyard, and you just go for an easy Dweller. I made Dweller once, and it won me against the Kozmo player. This is the second one I faced on game 1. And Panzer's just easy infinity with the Slip Rider.
And even if they stop your fusion play, Panzer will still get rid of a card on the board.
Yep. Now we'll go to the Synchros. We play 1 Goyo. It's easy to summon the Slip Rider and a Valor, or with a Yuki and Sword Troop or a Farm Girl. Just the easy summon. Then we got this one. I can bounce a dead call back to my hand, and one of their monsters or a town to keep it up for next turn if they want to get rid of it or banish it somehow.
It's really just recall.
Yes, man.
And it gets rid of something on your opponent's board for a turn.
Black Rose. It's mainly against for Rogue and Pendulum, so I can get rid of their scales and stuff. And it's easy summon with this deck with a Dogfire and a Veiler or whatnot.
So all of your synchros you can summon even without the Yuki in your side?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then he's for the mirror, since they can't activate their
grave effects in battle?
Grave effects in battle, the tag out and stuff, and it just helps out. And or they call you and they can't even do that if you declare an attack already. Okay, and that's almost the extra. Now we'll go to XCs. We got the Nightmare Shark. It's just a finish game and get past some. It's mainly for the PK matchups that they have to sit on future and you just get past it. Dweller. Dweller's just amazing right now with the heavy Mermail and Kozmo still running around. And Monarch, since you can hit their graveyard stuff. Huh?
8 minutes left of footage.
Okay. I just reset it. It only does 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Castell. I never made Castell, but I probably use it for field spells and stuff and just get rid of them and not destroying them like Cosmo Town. 101. I made 101. I think in my 9th round to get around future. It's one of my ways to get around it because I hate that card and it's like the bane of my life.
Utopic Future is a pretty strong card.
It's dumb as fuck. I wouldn't get 3 of that fucking card. Rafflesia, I never made it, but it's still there for the bottomless, and it can put a lot of pressure if you can first turn it.
It's a lot of hidden pressure because your opponent doesn't know what traps you're playing.
Yeah, of course. Then with rank 5, we got the Nova. The Nova's only in here really just for the Infinity play. Volcasaurus. Volcasaurus won me a game against a Draco Battle player, my first one. I just burned Igniter off him, and he just took a lot of damage off it. Liger is only in here for Power Rangers to kill their big monster, but I think there was only like one Power Ranger player there.
But it was nice to have just in case, since you had the extra room.
And then the Infinity, I made Infinity twice, and it won me both games. One against Monarchs, and they couldn't.
Did you make it with Panzer Dragon or 2 Slip Riders?
Panzer. Both
Okay.
times. It was just easier. I turned one it twice. Okay.
Now on to side.
Yep, side. Okay. We have the Cyber Dragon Chimera Tech. I keep this in the side to like, you see they see the white card in there and they're super confused and like what?
Yeah.
It just helps to confuse you. And it's just for the mirror mainly, and maybe desk bots that made it to top table somehow. 2 Gamma Seals is help against the Power Ranger matchup, the PK matchup, and the mirror.
Yeah, Gamma Seal hurts a lot right now. It's the best Kaiju.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Yuki is mainly for the for the Draco Pals matchup, and for anything deck that relies on a Field Spore or a Pendulum or a spell effect. I never use it for monsters because it doesn't do shit against monsters most of the time. 2 Flying Seas. Oh man, I love these Flying Seas. I went against 3 PK. I beat 2 of them and lost 1. Flying Sea wrecked them. I Flying Sea both of them, both players twice in game 3, and it won me the match. And they cried salty tears. This is a really good card right now since everyone's on the PK train for some reason. I don't think that deck is that great. The 1 Dark Hole. I might switch this for a Twin Twister. It just depends how heavy the trap format this gets later on.
Maybe we'll get Feather Duster legal, right?
It's never gonna happen. Now a Twin Twister, hell, it's never gonna happen. Okay, on the traps. We got the 2 Anti-Spell for Draco Pals. This helped in game 3 against the second one, the one I lost to, but it didn't help that I was only drawing big ships. And I was just sitting there and I was just like, I was gonna die eventually. But it stalled him out and it made the guy really infuriated. Now with the 2 mask restricts. This won me against Monarchs because they couldn't do anything.
How many Monarchs did you play?
1.
Okay.
I got the only one.
So the one time you played it, you got it and it won you.
Yeah.
Okay.
He won me the 3rd game, and he bricked it anyway, so.
Hey, it's Monarchs. What can you do?
Yeah. And then 2 Wanas, Eradicator and Vanity, they both didn't see play, so I might take them out for some other stuff, maybe some like Yaksha, because I've been talking about it. So I had some Yakshas. Stop those,
The Fire King card, by the way.
Yeah, the one that destroys a monster in hand, so you can get
a card in hand, by the way. Yeah. Not monster, just card.
Well, you're mainly going to destroy a monster. You can destroy your big ships in hand and get their effects, so. Or you can hit them with the Earthbound monster and it's like piss them off. That's also fun.
Alright, so is there any matchups that gave you trouble or that cards helped with, or any matchups that you would not want to play against?
I don't mind any matchup. It just depends how brick you brick, like how bad your draw is. If you draw bad, you're probably gonna lose no matter what. The most troubling matchup I think is PK probably because it's just future. That's annoying. But if you can keep off their XDs, they can kill Breaker. You're probably all right. And really, that's for that matchup. Just Kozmo and you win basically. That's really it. Dracopods wasn't that bad if I didn't break as hard as I did. I think they're really easy right now for this deck because you can just kill their pendulums really easy. The mirror sucked. I'm just saying, don't play against the mirror. That's the only thing. It sucked.
All right. Any closing notes?
And just in the future, I recommend people just doing the Oasis, the 2 Oasis and 2 Call, and with like the 2 Cosmojo, and you should be fine. You'll do better.
All right. That was Austin's Cosmo deck, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yep.